There are moments in every person's life when the road ahead seems endless, the light seems dim, and the weight on your shoulders feels unbearable. There are days when you wake up and everything around you feels heavy, your heart, your thoughts, your dreams. You start to wonder if all the effort, all the pain, all the late nights and early mornings are worth it. You begin to question yourself, your path, your purpose. You look at others moving forward while you feel stuck in place. And somewhere deep inside, a small voice whispers, maybe it's time to give up. But in that very moment, my friend, when you are closest to giving up, that is when you must not lose hope. Because hope is not just a feeling. It is the fire that keeps your soul alive. It is the quiet courage that tells you to take one more step, even when the world tells you to stop. Hope is the belief that no matter how dark the night, the dawn will come. No matter how strong the storm, the sun will break through. You see, history has shown us again and again that the greatest victories are born from the hardest battles. Every person who ever changed the world faced moments of despair, moments when everything seemed impossible. But they refused to lose hope. They understood that failure is not the end. It is the beginning of something new. It is a test, not a sentence. It is a question life asks you, do you truly believe? And if your answer is yes, if you hold on to that tiny spark of hope, you will rise again. Think about the people who built our cities, who created art, who discovered cures, who led nations. They all faced rejection, defeat, and loss, but they never lost hope. Hope gave them the strength to rebuild when everything fell apart. Hope gave them vision when others saw only emptiness. Hope reminded them that the human spirit is stronger than any obstacle. There will be moments when people doubt you. They will say you can't do it, that you don't have what it takes, that you should quit while you're ahead. But remember, their doubt is not your truth. Your journey is your own, and the moment you stop believing in yourself, you hand your power to the world. Don't do that. Keep your power. Keep your faith. Keep your hope alive when you fall, and you will fall. Don't stay down. Get up. Dust yourself off. Look in the mirror and remind yourself, I'm still here. Because as long as you are still breathing, you have not lost. You have not failed. You are still in the fight, and that is what hope is all about. Staying in the fight, no matter how many times life knocks you down. Hope is not pretending that everything is fine. Hope is acknowledging that things are hard, that you are scared, that you don't have all the answers, but still choosing to move forward. It is the quiet strength to believe that even the smallest step in the right direction matters. That even if you can't see the whole path, you can take the next step. You might feel invisible sometimes. You might think nobody notices your effort, your struggle, your sacrifice. But understand this, every bit of effort you give, every sleepless night, every moment you choose to try again. It all counts. It builds you. It shapes you. It prepares you for the moment when everything finally comes together. The truth is, no one succeeds without pain. No one reaches the top without doubt. Every dream worth chasing comes with a cost, but hope turns pain into power. It turns doubt into determination. It turns setbacks into setups for a comeback. Maybe you've lost something you loved, a dream, a person, an opportunity. Maybe you've been told no so many times that you've forgotten what yes feels like. Maybe you've failed again and again, and you wonder if it's even worth trying anymore. I'm here to tell you, it always is, because the only way to truly fail is to give up. As long as you keep trying, you are still winning. Hope doesn't mean you ignore reality. It means you face reality with faith. You look at the mountain ahead and say, I'll climb it. You face the storm and say, I'll walk through it. You look at the darkness and say, I will find the light. That is the power of hope. It makes you unstoppable. When you hold on to hope, you begin to see possibilities where others see dead ends. You begin to find strength in places you never knew existed. Hope teaches you patience. It teaches you resilience. It reminds you that the process matters just as much as the outcome. Think about the seed that lies buried in the soil. For weeks, maybe months, there is no sign of life. The world above sees nothing. But underground, the seed is fighting, stretching, pushing, growing roots, preparing for the moment it will break through the surface. That's what hope is. It's the work you do when no one is watching. It's the belief that one day your time will come. Don't let temporary pain make you forget the promise of your potential. Don't let one failure make you question your worth. You are capable of more than you realize. You have strength you haven't even discovered yet. You have stories yet to be written, dreams yet to be lived, victories yet to be won. Every person who ever achieved something great once stood where you are, unsure, afraid, but unwilling to give up. They made a choice to keep believing, to keep moving, to keep hoping, and that choice changed everything. I want you to think about a moment in your life when you felt lost, but somehow found your way back. Maybe it was through a friend's encouragement or through your own inner strength. That's hope in action. That's what it means to refuse to surrender. Hope does not eliminate pain, but it gives pain a purpose. It reminds you that every challenge, every hardship, every heartbreak has something to teach you. Sometimes hope whispers, rest, but don't quit. Sometimes it shouts, you are stronger than this. And sometimes it simply says, try again. There's something sacred about those words, try again. They mean you haven't given up. They mean there's still fight left in you. And as long as there's fight left in you, there's a future waiting to be claimed. You might not see results immediately. You might pray, work, struggle, and still see no change for a while. That's okay. Hope is patient. Hope is steady. It knows that progress takes time. You can't rush growth. You can't force destiny, but you can keep walking toward it, and remember this. Hope is contagious. When you carry it, you inspire others. Your story of perseverance becomes a light for someone else lost in the dark. Your courage gives them courage. Your strength gives them faith. That's how the world changes, not through perfection, but through persistence. When you stand up after a fall, someone else learns that they can too. When you speak words of encouragement, someone else finds their voice. When you keep moving forward, even when you're scared, someone else finds hope in your example. That is the beauty of the human spirit. We rise by lifting each other. There will always be reasons to give up. The world can be cruel. Life can be unfair. People can disappoint you, but there will also always be reasons to keep going. A new day, a new chance, a new opportunity to start again. You may not control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. You can choose to rise instead of retreat. You can choose to build instead of break. You can choose to hope instead of despair. Hope is a discipline. It's something you practice every day. You wake up and choose it. You hold it close when times get hard. You protect it from the voices of doubt. You feed it with gratitude, with faith, with love. And the more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. There will be seasons in your life when everything feels uncertain, when you lose your job, when your relationships fall apart, when your plans crumble. But even in those seasons, hope can be your anchor. It keeps you grounded when the winds of life try to knock you down. It keeps you moving when the road disappears beneath your feet. Hope reminds you that nothing lasts forever. Not pain, not failure, not fear. Everything passes, and what remains is what you've learned, who you've become, and how you've grown. So when you face your next storm, don't ask, why me? Ask, what can I learn from this? Don't say, I can't do this. Say, I will find a way. Don't dwell on what you've lost. Focus on what you can still build, because you can always rebuild. You can always start again. Hope gives you the courage to begin, even when you've been broken. It tells you that endings are just beginnings in disguise. You may stumble, you may cry, you may doubt, but through it all, never lose that flame of hope inside you, because that flame is the difference between defeat and destiny. No matter where you are right now, whether you're at the top of your game or at the edge of despair, remember that hope is not far from you. It's within you. It lives in your heartbeat, in your dreams, in the part of you that refuses to give up. And one day, when you look back, you'll realize that every struggle had a purpose. Every delay was preparation. Every detour was direction. Hope guided you when you didn't even know it. So keep believing. Keep striving. Keep hoping, because the moment you lose hope, you stop living. But the moment you choose hope, you start rising. Even when the world says no, let your heart say yes. Even when the night is long, keep your eyes on the horizon. Even when you are tired, keep your spirit awake, because hope is the heartbeat of humanity. It is what keeps us building, dreaming, creating, and loving. It is what turns ordinary people into heroes and struggles into stories of strength. You were not born to give up. You were born to rise. You were born to fall and rise again. You were born to fight for what you believe in, and every time you choose hope, you choose life. So no matter where life takes you, no matter how heavy the burden or how long the journey, hold on to that one truth. Never lose hope. Because as long as you have hope, you have everything,